Hello, friends. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Monday? Tuesday? What day is it? No idea what day it is. It's Tuesday. I knew that. How are you all doing? Need to open the YouTube chat. I'm totally ready and on point for today, chat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Installing. Do I get everything ready? There we go. Okay. Well, as you all might notice, we're playing something a little bit different today. Something a little out of the norm. Playing a little Path of Exile 2 because my friends got me addicted to it a couple weeks ago. And I think I'd like to do a hardcore character on stream just to see how far we can get together. I will say, this is probably like my third or fourth hardcore character. I have not made it past level 11. So, at least somewhere around there. So that's probably going to be our goal. I've only beaten a couple of the bosses. Is the free version out or did you buy it? I bought it. I got bamboozled. Well, not bamboozled. My friends talked me into buying it. So I played it for a little bit. Also, hello. Hey, we did. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. So I kind of already know what kind of character I want to play. So we're going to play that character. It's the one I'm the most comfortable with right now. All right. As you can see, I've had level 13 is my highest character. You can see it is dead. My first character died and I had 2 legendaries on. The bow and the chest piece. I'm going to play it. How is it? Oh, it's very good. Delete this character since he's dead now. Okay. We're gonna play Mercenary. I really like his playstyle. It uses a crossbow, and the crossbow is essentially a shotgun. It's really good.
And your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here you are judged and found guilty. What say you?
Yeah, it's really good. So, we're also going to do hardcore. Just gonna be the charming goat. All right. It is a cool opener here. Also, Fallout 4 was awesome. I started Fallout 3 now. I'm not that far though. Oh, you finished 4? Yeah, Fallout 4 is really good. It's the weakest story-wise of all of them, but it is very, very fun to play. Okay. Let's get loaded in here. Oh no, do I have water? I'm out of water. I'm gonna have to skedoot at some point and grab some water. All right. Yeah, the game's taking its time. I've had to lock up like this before. Must have had a lot of loading to do. There are a lot of people playing this game right now. Okay. Whenever you're ready, game. Those wolves look like they're getting closer, and I'm not too comfortable with that. I am on a hardcore character. If you die in this game, you gotta start over because you delete the character saying it's dead already. No, so there's actually a hardcore league in this game. And there's even a leaderboard. Let me see if I can...
I can't believe that actually worked.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let me look here. How do I scroll up in this? There it is. Okay. Slash ladder, I think. Okay. So, the #1 character in the game right now is level 1. Now, mind you, they are also hardcore, meaning if you die a single time, that's it. The character drops down to the normal league and you're out. So, yeah, those are the top 10 people now. Between level 87 and 91 are the top 10. And anytime somebody dies that's high level, within the top 50, I believe, it pops up in chat. Okay. Isn't there a way to turn on? Yeah, skip tutorials. I already know what I'm doing. The controller controls I actually find to be very good in this game. I wish I could get rid of all those. Put our town portal up here. Got our health potion there. We're gonna move this guy down. This is just kind of where my muscle memory has me now. There we go.
You're alive. I'm glad to see another living soul. The miller went off to warn.
I'm sure nothing will happen poorly for this guy.
Plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could. Reach.
All right.
Find the miller.
And there's our first weapon. We'll go ahead and put that guy on. Man, the game was not this laggy before. If there's a bunch more people playing it or something. I suppose it is about time for people to get off work, so. I'm also streaming. Let me check one more thing. I think I have a server running right now. I do. Go ahead and exit that server. See if maybe that was causing my issues. Okay, you good, game? You good? But because of the stream, I wouldn't suspect so. This game's not incredibly intensive, but I did have a Pal World server running that I just shut down, so hopefully that helps. Okay, cool. We're good. So I do have to rebind. There we go. Okay. Well, let's get in. Oh my gosh, blue boots off the first guy. We're gonna be freaking lucky today. So if I'm not mistaken, right now I believe there's 2 or 3 acts that are out, so the game's not complete. How's the drop rate? From what I heard, it's a lot better now. I heard at the start, not that great. A lot better now. Honestly, I don't have too many complaints about it. I'm okay. It seems like they're trying to hit a good mix between every enemy is a loot pinata that explodes with 700 gray items that you're all going to go. This is new. Oh no, that's not new. Okay. Okay, so we usually put that guy over on X. We put this guy over here because we never actually use it. There we go.
I saw one of these little beauties.
These checkpoints you can use to respawn at when you're not playing hardcore. You can also respawn in hardcore if you have to. We have doing this in case something crazy happens. You can also pause the game if you're solo, which is very helpful. But as I was saying, it does look like they're trying to strike a good balance between everything's a loot pinata and you only get 1 item every 4 hours, but the item's really good. They're currently in the process of like balancing that. So I would say right now I haven't felt too bad about the amount of gear that I've been getting. But I mean, I suppose if you're incredibly unlucky, the amount of chances to get super good loot probably aren't as readily available. Does the loot increase with difficulty? So I don't think hardcore gives you access to better loot, but later on when you start doing like maps is what they're called, essentially like I don't know if you played Diablo 3, but essentially keystones from Diablo 3. That's when it starts getting more difficult and you start getting better gear. Everything else is just the main campaign. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's actually any difficulty difference between normal and hardcore, except that if you die, that's it. You're out of the hardcore league. So even if you play the game normally, it's going to be just as difficult as if you play hardcore, except you only get one life. YOLO, as the kids say. Kids still saying that? I'm sure, right? I'm not out of the loop. Oops. Check the map. Looks good. How are the bosses? Really fun, very interesting, incredibly difficult. I will say, I think the game currently encourages doing a couple run-throughs of areas and doing a little bit of grinding before attempting to take on major bosses. So if that's not your wheelhouse, if you're wanting to just zoom through the main story, I definitely wouldn't recommend hardcore. But also, all of the acts aren't out yet, so I wouldn't really push to zoom through it anyway. Alright, let's fuck this guy up. So like that's a move I had to dodge. Oh shit. So you got a dedicated dodge key, right? B is dodge. I guess you can move it to whichever key you want, but I like having it on B. Woo, baby. And you can kind of see the whole shotgun aspect of the crossbow here. I actually think it's one of the most interesting ways that a game has done crossbows, as opposed to this is just a bow but slower and more damaging. Like changing it to be an actual, oh shit, an actual different weapon, I think's really cool. But as you can see, the bosses are not playing around. They do damage. Even this very first boss here, I've had my buddies, when they've started new characters, lose their character on the beach here. Ow. Alright.
I fought some big buggers before, but...
Anything good? 50, that's garbage. This might give me a little bit. Okay, so there's more flasks in that one, so we'll take that.
Blimey.
All right, not too bad. We'll turn our crossbow to do fire damage. Nice.
Big buggers before, well done. Blimey.
Okay. I'm gonna mostly skip the story here. If you guys are really interested in it, I would say just go play it for yourself. It's okay so far. I can't say that it's the thing pulling me forward. I haven't really been gripped by the story. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad by any means. I would just say that it's okay.
There's a bit of you could...
Kindness will get you killed in times like these, old man.
Kind of just a good throughput to get you moving through the areas.
Like that almost makes me want to help for free. Almost.
Okay.
Welcome.
Let's go ahead and sell some stuff.
Welcome. If I don't got it, feeling lucky.
Sell, 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 and sell.
Later.
But now we get to look at our abilities. So
I like them all.
let me go ahead and show you.
Armor-piercing rounds can break
So any
the armor.
class can use any weapon.
Look out for this.
Now, mind you, this is your passive skill tree here. Look at this guy. This thing's huge. Now, depending on which class you are, depends on where you start on the skill tree. That being said, I could very well start as the mercenary that I am and be a full wizard. Just go off in a completely weird direction here and decide to play with a staff and magic. Like, I could totally do that. It'd be more difficult, and I'd probably have to waste more points getting to requisite nodes, but you can definitely do that. My class tends to use strength and dexterity, so I tend to stick with those sorts of abilities.
Armor
We look here, these are all of the different abilities for just the crossbow.
frozen.
You can see those are the level 1 abilities, the level 6 abilities, 14, 22, 31, 41, 52.
Fires a bolt at cluster grenades spit out multiple
Pretty
smaller
crazy
grenades.
abilities.
Shock burst with killing palm.
And we've got what?
Armor-piercing
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 different skill trees or ability trees. Honestly, I'm probably going to take Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb's really, really good. And I do like Frost Bomb in my build.
Nova can chill and freeze enemies. Use it if enemies get too
Nah, I like Frost Bomb.
pulses with ice.
We don't want
Armor-
to take that one first, though. We're going to take
Frost
Frost Bolts first, because I'm not a dingus. Frost Bolts are going to be our bread and butter. You'll see. All right, we're going to scoot on out of here. And now the real game begins. I will say, the game feels really good to play. Feels very responsive. All of the abilities feel pretty snappy. I did play the first one, so skill tree isn't too scary. Okay. I will say, yeah, it's a pretty overwhelming thing if you've never dealt with a skill tree like that. But the nice part is you can refund your points. It does cost gold, but gold is essentially a nothing currency in this game. It's used for very few things and everything gives it to you, so. Now, you see that? You see what I just did to that dog? I just turned it into ice. Watch. So, all right, we killed her. We are wrecking these guys. I will say on hardcore, building into things like ice and slowing the enemies are actually incredibly vital. So you don't get wrecked. Because the enemies in this game hurt. And I'll show you a little fun 1-2 combo. We freeze them, shotgun them, they explode. So there's also little combos like that in this game where a lot of the abilities will debuff the enemy in some way, and then you'll have a follow-up move. At least this class does that a lot. All right. Yoink. I will say the crossbow shotgun hybrid thing we've got going on, it's got a really good punch to it, a really good feel. Like I walk up to this enemy and I know I'm gonna like freeze them and then make them explode. Like it just feels really good. The actual moment-to-moment loop of this character, top tier. The other character I've seen played quite a bit by my buddies has been the warrior. The warrior's got some really good abilities that have them jumping around and like flipping and stuff, and it feels, that one looks like it would feel fun to play. You know what class you're gonna play? Is it gonna be this one? If not, you should let me know which class you're gonna play. There we go. We're gonna be a little mana hungry here at the start, but after we find a couple of items with extra mana or mana regen, we'll be all right. So there's this mini boss over there. I am definitely not going to go try and fight that yet unless we want to go ahead and end. Also, I'm just going to, if I make it past level, I don't know, 5-ish, I'll probably just do stream permadeath as well. And then as soon as I die, I'll probably end stream. Because starting these characters takes, there's a bit of a startup time. There we go. Screw you, freaking hag. Level 3. Need to hurry up and get. So each of our abilities also has support gems that we can put in it, and some of the support gems wildly change the ability. So we need to get our hands on a support gem as soon as possible so we can give our Frostbolt piercing. Okay, so that's the mini boss. Again, still not going to go kill that yet. Every other character I've lost, I've kind of had a pretty similar build, so I'm going to do something a little more different this time. I'm going to go a little more defensive. Last character I lost, I got one shot by the, I want to say it was, his name's the Executioner. I think he's still in Act 1. So I want to point this out. I have not made it outside of Act 1 on a hardcore character. Yeah, definitely this one. I want to blast everything. It feels really, really good. Like, I can't recommend this character class enough. I haven't even got to use any of the like cool late game abilities, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, and this class is very much about positioning and like being in the right place, using your combos. It's the thinking man's character. Because I'll show you some more combos we get later after I finish these guys off. And I'll also say, I think I already said it, but the controller controls on this, very solid. I'm normally a mouse and keyboard guy, but I'm also 80 years old, and I know playing this game with a mouse and keyboard is just going to aggravate carpal tunnel. So I'm using the controller and loving every minute of it. Oops. I keep hitting that button to view my mini map because I've been playing a different game with my controller. Okay. Also, I have a very peculiar way. Maybe it's not that peculiar, but when I'm playing Diablo or Diablo-esque games, I have to explore the whole map. I also have to explore it outside and then do the inside. So that's what you're gonna see. What controller am I using? I have a GameSir controller. So it's in the style of the Xbox One, but it's got two buttons on the not shoulders, like the grips that I can use, as well as you can rebind those keys to different things. So I've actually got one rebound to my health potion right now, so I don't actually have to reach for my health potion. I can just always have it right where I need it. And I've got the other one bound to fire because my index finger starts to get a little tired if I'm just always holding the right trigger down. I would say it's a very nice controller though. The it's got the magnetic sticks, so you don't have to worry about drift. And I can honestly say I've had no drift issues. I've had this controller for, let's say, a year plus now. Okay, let's clear out the center of this area and we'll be ready to go take on that witch. Okay. Oh, those ones seem solid. Okay. Well, we got another skill gem.
Rounds can break enemy armor.
So, some enemies in the game can have armor.
This symbol that
you look for that symbol. This armor piercing round can break that, which makes them take more physical damage. I think I'm going to take the grenade.
Have a long fuse, but deal devastating.
The grenade's pretty good if you can use it right. Which key do I want this on? Probably going to have to be this one, because I'm going to need to be able to aim it. Where's my skills? Nope, wrong key. Skill options. Enable held targeting. There we go. So this is, it gives you an interesting ability to be able to do this, which it's better than nothing, because sometimes you'll just whiff a grenade if you don't do it right. Come on in. That's one of our good boss DPS abilities. Also, I like just shooting grenades off screen and letting it kill people. That's the only problem I've had with grenades in this one, though, is the explosive radius on them is very small, and they also collide with enemies. So I have found that 9 times out of 10, if I don't manually aim the grenade, it ends up in the complete wrong spot. All right, so let's go ahead and show you another boss here, a little mini boss. This one sucks. Okay, now we switch. You see that big boost of damage I did to her there? Because if you freeze them and then you use it as shattering ability, you do extra damage. Okay. Back off, doggies. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ow, ow, ow. Excuse me, ma'am. This is a Wendy's. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Whoa, that looks bad. Okay. Oh shit, oh shit. Nice. Stunned her and got her. There we go. What do we got here? Yep. Put those on. Put that guy on. Doesn't even matter. That one's definitely better. We just got a plus 10% permanent increase to our frost resistance. That's what that little head is. The mini bosses in the different maps will drop those, and you get permanent resistance upgrades. It's pretty nice. First boss down. We'll go ahead and pop open a town portal scroll and go sell our stuff. Well, first mini boss down. We'll see the first boss in a minute. I gotta say, with the amount of hardcore characters I've lost, I'm pretty good at this first part here. Absolutely solid, if I do say so myself.
Yes? Sure, I'll take it off your hands.
Alrighty.
Boy, then.
And out we go. Okay. We're actually heading over to Mudburrow to kill the boss of this area. Spinning. Going into Mudburrow. This will be the real first boss we're going to come against here, so it should give you a little bit of an idea. I will say the graphics in this game are surprisingly good for a an ARPG. Like, they are solid. They look good. It's very gritty. I really like it. It fits the aesthetic really well. You can tell. So if you didn't know, which I'm sure most people do, Path of Exile, the original, I don't know if it's all of them, but I do know some of the developers on that team were from Blizzard, and they had originally made Diablo 2 back in the day, and then they ended up leaving Blizzard to make this game. You could definitely tell that they took, like, their idea of the gritty ARPG, like demon stuff, is just like 100% what they had the idea for in Diablo 2. Like, this is, I would say, arguably more the spiritual successor to the Diablo series than Diablo 3 and 4. I think Diablo 3 and 4 became a little less ARPG, and I just saw a video about it today. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think Diablo 3 and 4 are bad, but I really like the direction they took Path of Exile. I really like the idea of brutal and gritty or this sort of stuff. Hey, level up. All right. Okay. We're gonna take more defense. I was talking to some of my buddies just the other day about how obviously Riot has kind of become the new what Blizzard used to be, and by that I mean Riot is very good at taking ideas and games that other people. That's pretty good. I think mine's better. Ideas and games from other companies, plagiarism or stealing, one might say, and improving them, and then people like their stuff. I mean, looking back on like Warcraft and World of Warcraft and stuff like that, it's always been building off of other people's ideas, and I kind of feel like that's due to in part of a lot of their, like a lot of Blizzard's big talent leaving, in such the same way that the dev team for Path of Exile left Blizzard to go make their own stuff. Is like, I don't find that you're probably not going to get interesting titles like Diablo 1 coming out of big corporations anymore, especially not Blizzard. Blizzard is having a resurgence in its, I don't know, company, since it got bought out by Microsoft. I'm going to be excited to see the next couple years for Blizzard. I think the next couple years are going to kind of give us the answers to any questions that we might have about whether or not Blizzard's still a good game company. Now, Path of Exile 2, I hope that, I mean, honestly, I'm really enjoying the way the game is now. I have heard that there's a vocal minority that's just kind of shitting all over it because it's not Path of Exile 1 and they're doing things slightly different. I've also heard it described as the Dark Souls of ARPGs, which I don't think that's a horrible comparison. I wish we need to come up with a new term instead of just the Dark Souls of. I mean, we used to call FPSs Doom-likes and we call games Souls-likes and stuff. I feel like we need like an actual term for this genre, or like, I don't know. I don't hate the term Souls-like, but I do wish there was a more generalized, broader term for difficult games that require skill and like timing. But yes, some people have said this is the Souls-like version of an ARPG, and honestly, I don't hate the comparison. I do feel like the combat is definitely deadlier than other ARPGs I've played. I find that most times I've died, well, the last time I died, I got one shot by the Executioner, by one of his abilities. So that one was on me. I should have gotten out of the way. But the other couple times I've died is I got mobbed by enemies and like trapped in a corner and they just beat the shit out of me.
My pockets are full.
It does seem to be a more difficult game, for sure. But that might also be why I'm enjoying it so much, along with the like hardcore challenge here, because it really feels like you got to put in some effort.
Sure, I'll take it off your hands.
Don't need any. Ooh, the boots might be worth it. Right here, 15 versus 31. Never mind.
Deal.
Alrighty.
Later.
Stop spitting at me. Gross little worms. I do like that I can just spin everywhere. And it does just also feel really good to walk up to something with a shotgun. It does kind of feel like I'm playing Doomslayer, but if Doomslayer was just a dude in Diablo. I am just walking up and shotgunning people. So that room that I turned around from, I can just tell by the way that it's sized that it's the boss room. So I'm going to go do the rest of the floor first. And also there's a checkpoint right outside it. So not that that helps us at all. Ow. Rude. Haven't played any Diablo games, really. Normally I would suggest to people, hey, go play Diablo 3, and then if you really enjoyed Diablo 3, go play Diablo 2. Honestly, I might just end up having to change my suggestion, just play Path of Exile 2, because it's really good. They're doing a very good job at continuing the series. And I don't know that there's a nostalgia there for Diablo, but I don't think that people coming into it nowadays would feel the same about playing Diablo 2. So we got 25, 16, 30, 19. All right. Not worth swapping that out yet. Alrighty. Let's do a quick port back to town, top up our flasks, sell off any unnecessary loot. Can't be weighed down. We're about to go into a boss fight. Alright.
Hello.
Let's do this.
Guess I
Sell.
can help move that for you.
Alright. Here's one of the first, I would argue the first real boss. So, shit monkey. There he is. You can see he's got that armor icon. If I had the armor shredding bolts, I'd be doing pretty good against him. That's okay. I'm building more of an ice build, so we should lock him down here in a second. Shit. Okay, now he's locked down, and boom! Look at half his health go away. All right, we know he's coming out there. Let's fire a couple grenades in that direction.
No mana. Look out.
Oh shit. Is the map random or is it the same every time? So the boss is the same. The area is the same, if that makes sense. So the fact that this is a mud cave, the placement of enemies and the actual enemies themselves, the loot they drop and all of that, and the map layout is all randomized. Oh shit, I'm out of mana. Oh shit. I always forget his ass can slap me too. So it does lend to a lot of replayability, especially as you get higher and you start doing other content. I gotta be careful not to get trapped by those little bugs in the corner, because that would be a death meal. I just need you to pop up one more time. Thank you. Here we go. Nice. Clean these guys up. Right. And that was the first boss down. I know I made that look a little bit easy. I will promise you that the bosses are definitely more difficult than they seem.
Rounds can break enemy armor.
We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our frost shotgun since we use that one the most. Plus 14 maximum mana, plus 10% item rarity. Requires level 5. All right, we're keeping that one. G to the G. All right. Now we'll go back and tell them we killed their big worm, and they'll give us our next quest. All right, thanks. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Sell, and sell. Cool. So now we got our first support gem. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, as you can see here, these are my level 1 support gems. These are, require level 2, and these require level 3 support gems. Obviously, these ones come later in the game. But as we can see here, at the top, you can see which ability we have selected. So crossbow shot, fragmentation round, explosive grenade, permafrost bolts. So we're gonna go ahead and use our first one, and these are just the ones that apply to this specific ability. But we can see all of them over here. So these are like all of the gems. If you wanted to come in here and buy a specific one, you can, but you have to make sure that it actually works for the thing you're using. So I just use this screen mostly. We're gonna go ahead and take Pierce. Deals 30% less damage if they've pierced an enemy, but it does pierce. So now our frost shotgun pierces enemies, meaning it freezes the first guy in the line and everyone behind him. And let me tell you, it's very helpful. Yeah, definitely need to play on normal difficulty. I'm gonna die a lot at first. So my first character, I'll actually, if we get there, I'll point it out to you. My first character made it all the way as far as my last character did before it died. So I was doing really, really good on my first character and then proceeded to just face plant for the next like 3 or 4 characters. To be fair, one of my buddies did give me a legendary, and I also had a legendary drop for me on my first character. So I had a lot going for me. Legendaries are pretty rare. Like I said, I've seen 3 of them. One my buddy gave me and 2 that dropped for me. The one chest plate that dropped was pretty good, and then the wand was for a witch, which I don't play witch. So I'm gonna sell it eventually. All right, now we're moving into this place.
That feeling. I'm being hunted.
And we got werewolves, babies. So I think this might be my 5th hardcore character, if I'm not mistaken. 4th or 5th. Are you losing everything once you die, or can you stash between characters? Great question. So there is a stash. So if you die as a hardcore character, you drop down into the normal league. You still have all your items. Mahadid, what's going on? Damn, is that a shotgun? It's actually a crossbow. I was talking about how this is one of, if not my favorite implementation of a crossbow in any game ever. It's just a shotgun. It's very good. Any items that you put into your hardcore stash can be accessed by any hardcore character that you have. Meaning, if you get a really good item and put it in your stash and then your character dies, you can grab that item on your next character. As well as whatever your character has on them when they die, you take with you to normal mode. That includes any items you're wearing, but it does not include your stash. So I would recommend for most people to just start on hardcore, have a little fun with it, probably die, and then, you know, just continue that character. Because you definitely can just continue the character. I don't know, I find hardcore characters and stuff like that to be fun, just give you that a little rush. I'm trying to stay alive. I've actually been playing through World of Warcraft on a hardcore character, which is pretty fun. I've died like 4 or 5 times on that as well. I forgot how hard old school WoW was. Man, things hit hard. All right. Also, hello Modded, how you doing? How was your weekend? How was your weekend as well? We did, I didn't ask you. I hope we both had a good one. Kill all of these. There we go, level 5. What time is it? About 5 o'clock? Okay, okay. We'll probably just be doing the one character unless I die in like the next 3 seconds. And if I don't end up dying by the time we're gonna end stream, then I'll probably continue this character this week. Just see how far we can make it together. Man, this game looks good. I wish I had a spare 100 hours to play it. I mean, didn't you just say your work's done? You do have a spare 100 hours to play it. I got a lot of playtime in last week when my wife was out of town and my work was really slow. Same old, same old. Chilling, playing games, watching movies. What about my weekend? My weekend was pretty good. I didn't stream Friday like you all saw because I set up our paltry amount of decorations, which I didn't realize we didn't actually have that many. And also deep cleaned the house for my wife coming back from her trip. So she enjoyed that. I enjoyed setting everything up. And then we went, it was on Saturday. Sunday, we kind of just hung around the house and relaxed because she had been, you know, running around for the last week. So nothing too crazy, pretty chill weekend, just vibed out. I have a full schedule of games right now. That's fair. There's a lot of good games out. Hitting these grenades suck. Gotta be like 10 minutes ahead with where you think they're gonna be. There we go. That's a good grenade. Oh shit.
Need more mana. Get out of the way!
Okay. Okay, man. You guys are rough. Haha, get it? Because they're werewolves. Come on, you gotta admit, that was a pretty good grenade right there. What game's on your docket there, Modded? Because my buddy was telling me that Stalker 2 is now actually running at okay performance, so I'm looking slightly askance in that direction. Zomboid just released a new Unstable too. Ooh, what's different about it? Give me the TLDR on the new Zomboid. I know they were adding, what was it? There was a mechanic for the longest time that they were looking to add. Usual multi-page patch notes. Oh, well, fair enough. My only problem with Zomboid is like, it's the same problem I had with Cataclysm for the longest time. So I started playing Bright Nights. I need an end goal. Like, I need something to push me forward. Even if the end goal is like, my character still dies, but, you know, I go to the bottom of a lab and blow myself up, whatever. Like, I need an end goal, or my ADHD kicks in and says, I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's do something else. Also, slightly the issue I had with Vintage Story. Vintage Story's moment-to-moment gameplay was enough to keep me in for the most part, because there were so many little cool things. But I would love, like, especially with how, like, deep their lore seems to be for Vintage Story. I'd love for an actual story. That's a you problem though, not a game problem. Oh, 100%. No, like, Zomboid's a great game. Don't take what I'm saying as disparaging. That's 100% a me problem. I think most people can look at Zomboid and have a good time with it. I had a pretty good time when me and Kick were doing it. That's why, you know, we came in with the goal of taking over the prison, even though, you know, immediately got sidetracked. Shoot me some werewolves. I just nailed iron making a Vintage Story. God, that was a good feeling. I need to go back to Vintage Story. I really enjoyed it. I gotta see how their development's coming along. Because they're still developing, like, actively, right? Like, that game is still being worked on as far as I'm aware. on, you stupid freaking werewolves. Ooh, I don't like that you can see their eyes shine in the dark. That's pretty creepy. By don't like it, I mean I absolutely love it. I guess I genuinely like this character like a lot. It gives me very deep Van Helsing vibes. Yeah, they got the rafts and boats and more stuff, arguably. And endgame. Interesting. And a mount. Okay, yeah. They're adding a bunch of shit. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the devs of Vintage Story were also the devs of Sevtech, right? They broke off to make their own game. And take out those stupid imps. The maps also are very big. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. Can't move the map around, but like, this map is huge. The mount is, as you would expect, incredibly difficult to get. Yeah, I would imagine. Vintage Stories is one of those games that I would love to just sit on for the next like 3 years until hear that it's finally out. The 1.0 comes. I feel like if Vintage Story ever comes out in 1.0, it's going to be freaking amazing. It's good now, don't get me wrong, but like, I want to see the finished product. The idea of the finished product. Just like Caves of Cud, right? Caves was great before it came out, but like having 1.0, having its full release is awesome. I love it when developers are able to get that. Go from like an early access model to actually releasing a good 1.0.
Stop them in their tracks!
What happened with the I was gonna say Starbound, but Starbound's 1.0 was released or like received super well. I need to go back and finish playing Starbound. I was having a really good time with it. I think I just need to remove that. So I got a mod for Starbound that turns it essentially into a Minecraft expert pack. So everything takes about 10 times as long and you gotta do research and stuff. I think I'm just gonna remove that mod. So from everything I've heard, A, it was causing a lot of performance issues, and B, it just slows the game like super way down. I kind of want to get deep in there, so I have to start over. I think it's good enough now. Arguably, they're just making it better. They finished the story. There's like a whole story to Vintage Story. And I like. You know me, I care about stories. I want to know the story of this eldritch world. Because, like, they've got a genuinely cool concept of this, like, eldritch construct going on. Like, some of my favorite parts were reading the lore entries for that game. Okay, so that's a boss. I should probably be able to take this now. I think I'll be okay. Let me clear the area out first, though. Yoink. All right, you stupid witch.
I think I heard a fable about this kind of thing.
Okay, things are getting spicy. Don't know where that wolf came from. To be fair, I probably shouldn't ask where the werewolf in Werewolf Forest came from. It is Werewolf Forest. It's probably to be expected. Nice.
That one, didn't I?
Can't say. I'm watching Landman. Seems pretty good. Have a good night. See you next time. Hey, have a good night. Enjoy your movie. I will catch you on the flip side there, Modded.
No mana.
Okay. gotta explore this middle bit. Walk over the explosive mushrooms. I'll set them all off now on purpose before I set them all off later on accident. Okay. Nice, nice. Got a new flask upgrade. 12 and 6, 15 and 14. Wait, I got another gem. Support gem, yes. Okay, the second support gem I always take is this one. So now we're gonna be able to freeze people in essentially one shot. Wrong shotgun. Yeah, look at that. No, I don't have that turned on right now, Ring Dead. No. Let me fix it. Grab it. Surely I won't die, right? No, it's totally shut down. Okay. No, it's definitely not working. Welcome to Touch Portal. What do you mean, welcome to Touch Portal? Like, I haven't had this installed forever. My OBS connection failed. It's always off when I want to use it. I'm sorry. So here's how you solve that problem, We Dead. You just show up for every stream. Eventually I'll have it right. Problem solved. Why it does this, like, the program will just randomly disconnect from both Twitch and OBS, so I kind of get just left with it not working, which kind of sucks. That being said, I still don't think I've found another program that does what Touch Portal does, so like it's kind of got the market cornered on like being able to change things via Twitch chat. But boy, do I wish it worked a little bit better sometimes. I'm not gonna say I'm good at this game, chat, but like, do it for you manually. Oh, I haven't done this manually in forever. Let's see. We gotta turn off the gas mask. Gotta turn off the fancy coat. Okay. We gotta turn on the armor. And we gotta turn on the helmet. Boom. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. As soon as I switch to another, what's it called? Do you know, by any chance, when it's going to be free, or if they didn't announce that yet? I'm not sure. I do not have that information for you. I thought it. Now I might be getting this confused with Monster Hunter, but I thought I remember February for some reason.
What happened?
Yeah. This guy's nailed to a tree. We gotta find some iron spikes.
The old magics will protect me.
All right. It's really cool when you freeze them, they like stop mid-air and like mid-animation. That's what I was gonna say. A lot of the animation work in this game and the sound design, both things which I think are pretty important for an ARPG, are top tier. Like just killing somebody with an ice shotgun and them turning into little bits and exploding, like phenomenal. Like can't agree more. Keep it up. Almost done exploring this map. I did see somebody the other day was complaining about the size of the maps, but like, my brother in Christ, you're here to play the game. You can't be mad when they give you a good sized map to play the game in. Oh no! He hit a lag spike. Did you guys just see that in chat? Who was that? I didn't see it. It looked like they were level 80. Oh yeah. Level 82 died at position of 39 on the ladder. Just died at level 82 because of a lag spike. Ooh. PoE servers are restarting in 50 minutes. Okay, well we got at least 50 minutes. You're not gonna wait that long? Yeah. Oh shit, this is the second boss. Oh, I didn't mean to walk in here. Oh, this guy's spicy. This guy does a lot of damage. Ooh, I'm not happy about this. Oh, we might just lose our character right here. Last time I accidentally walked in here, he one-shot my character. We are in 100% one-shot territory. Oh, this is spicy.
Fire in the hole!
Woo-wee. Oh. Baby! I'm glad I built full defensive this time. Ooh, things are getting spicy. Okay, we stunned him, Let's get some stacks on. Stack up some frost. Okay. And you. There we go.
Pockets are full.
Yeah, no, one of my characters definitely walked in there and got one shot by him last time, so that was spicy. Don't need that. That. Looked at any of the hammer abilities. Don't need a shield. 1310 plus 20 max life, or 1514. All right, means I got it better right now. Let's put a hammer on. I haven't messed with the hammer at all. Maybe I should have kept that shield. I didn't know it was one-handed. What we got here?
Armor piercing, high bolt fragmentation rounds pierce through.
So, as you can see, we could also buy any of these abilities if we wanted to.
Display these indicators when their stun meter is almost full. Earthquake creates jagged ground. Rolling Slam strikes twice and can be redirected as you move.
It's a pretty interesting ability. I don't hate it. Probably just gonna upgrade my grenades for now. All right. Here's my stash for my other hardcore characters. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I forgot that I put this in here. This weapon's definitely better, so we're gonna equip that. Nice. And we got a bunch of other random stuff in here. Like, here's one of the legendaries I found. It's not too bad. All right. That was scary. Okay. Got one last little bit here to go explore, and then we are ready to move along. All right, chat. That is one map fully explored. Let's head over to the Red Veil. You're definitely gonna start playing this weekend. It's really good. I've been enjoying it as a longtime Diablo fan. This gripped me in a way that Diablo 4 did not. Diablo 4 did not feel like within the first, what is this even, hour of the game, I've had so many different choices and what abilities and weapons and stuff to use. It really feels like the world's kind of my oyster. Oyster even. With Diablo 4, I felt very penned in. Felt like there was some very obvious play styles they wanted you to go towards. And I also didn't feel particularly engaged with the combat because it wasn't very difficult. The story was actually pretty solid from what I was playing. All right. But this game has definitely gripped me a lot more. I also don't know if it's like the animations, the character design, or what, but just like everything about this is kind of gripped me more. Can you reset a map after you clear it, or will it stay cleared? Yes, you can reset it. I'll actually show you here real quick. So you can go back to the same map, I think, up to 15 minutes after you leave, something like that. If you come over here, you can also do this from the waypoint, but if you you see how it's got like the little A symbol and it's moving around, if you hold it, so that's the instance I was just in 18 minutes ago. So it's counting down. I've got 18 minutes left on this instance, and it resets every time you go in. Yeah, instances will stay open for 8 to 15 minutes. And if I do this new instance, it'll be a whole new version of that. So I'll just pop in here real quick to show you. And boom, map's unexplored again. Everything's new. You can go fight the same bosses. You can re-loot chests, everything. It's a full new map, like you just walked in it the first time. Hey, Annie Smith, thanks so much for the follow. Hey, howdy. Cool. Yeah, it's a lot of replayability. Oh shit. Okay, it's gonna unfreeze. I hate these little guys. They're very creepy. Oh my, I am doing great. I'll be doing better if my character doesn't die. All right. I do really like the animation of these skeletons just falling over. It's very good. Sorry, that doesn't work here. It only works in Skyrim. We're not playing Skyrim. Speaking of which, chat, not to, I'm not getting anyone's hopes up. Mr. Modus, what's going on? I've been reverse engineering my old Skyrim mod list to try and get it working with the previous save file we've got sitting around. So, don't quote me on it, but I'm going to try and get the Skyrim playthrough back up and running again, because I'll be getting the itch. This game's been great so far.
I'll break you.
There we go. They do it's really interesting the way that like all of these enemies, not all of them, I guess, even the slow moving enemies always feel like you're kind of getting surrounded and like pinched in. Like, it feels very claustrophobic in a good way. Heck yeah, I haven't been here for Skyrim. Oh, if you haven't seen any of the old Skyrim content there, there was a lot of good stuff. I had modded the game to where the combat played very similar to Elden Ring. It was very good. Nice model. Did I make it myself? No. I've got a couple of friends that do art for the channel. Couple of close friends. What have you missed? We're playing Path of Exile 2. It's a hardcore character. If I die, that's it. The character is no longer a hardcore character, and then I cry. We've got a crossbow that is actually a shotgun, and we've been killing demons. That's about all you missed.
That must be what.
Did I commission it? No. My friends just made it for me. Which I do need to ask my friend who has aggressive ADHD where she's at on the extra goat outfits. We're gonna get pinched in here. Let's not do that.
Not yet.
Let's use this little choke point to our advantage. All right. Easy.
Should have expected a trap. No room.
Here we go. I know. I know we did. I know. What have you been up to, Modus? I haven't chatted with you for a bit. Were you, I think I streamed once last week. Sorry for the crazy stream schedule, guys. For the longest time, I had a very consistent stream schedule, and then, yeah, as have to stream after work nowadays, it's, it can be kind of a crapshoot sometimes, so sorry for that. Do genuinely enjoy the stream. It always sucks to have to miss one. Appreciate the offer, but no thank you. Looking for a job, hanging out with friends. Hey, man. Just get into tech. There's always work in tech. If you're willing to do the work.
I'll break you.
Actually, I mean, of course, I speak from an American perspective. I have no idea what the job market is like in other countries. Also, in case you didn't see, I took the ability, now my shotgun has 2 rounds here, and it's very good. I've literally never used a melee weapon in this game. How does it work? Oh, this is so bad. I'm just dying. What am I doing? Now's not the time to test things. Modus, why'd you tell me to do this? Ooh. 14 is not more than 31. Okay. 18 and 12 is not more than 23 and 12. I can do math. Don't do that. All right. How's our map looking? Not complete. Okay. So we're looking for those pillars that we found earlier that spawned all those mobs. We're looking for 3 of them. Keep an eye out. Let me know if you see one. F and G. So, Modus, you a big fan of ARPGs, Diablo, and things of the such? I'm gonna go. Just come in and say hi. Good luck. Hey, thanks, buddy. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I will catch you later.
Not today.
No. Oh, fair enough. I love me some ARPGs. The interlude goblin in me always gets oh so happy. I can play, but not my go-to. Interesting. I'd ask you follow-up questions, but I know you're leaving, so goodbye. That's my gift to you. I won't ask you 100 follow-up questions. Goodbye. Right. I will say the enemy design that I've come across so far in the game has also been like top tier. See, that's kind of the combo there. I don't know if you guys saw it. All right, I'm gonna have to go. It's half an hour past midnight. I'm gonna catch up on some sleep. Have fun. See you guys next time. Hey, have a good one, buddy. Some sleep. I'm gonna do my best not to die. See if we can finish this map out before call it for the day. I don't know. Is there much competition in the ARPG market anymore? I mean, obviously Diablo 4 came out. Played it and it was okay. Path of Exile 2 came out. I'm playing it. It's pretty good. I would say if I had to give it a number out of 10, 10 being, well, let's be real, 10 being Mass Effect, favorite game of all time, right? You can go back and replay it anytime. Great story. Every aspect of the game, amazing. 10 out of 10. So that's my 10. Number 1, what is the worst game I've ever played? That's a great question. Not even sure. Because I've played a lot of games in my time. What was my game that I played and had the least enjoyable time with it? Aspects of my list after Fallout, order recommendations. Oh, for Mass Effect, you just play 1, 2, and then 3. If you're asking if you should play it before Fallout, you're committing to multiple hundred hours. So if you're willing to, I would say Mass Effect is better than Fallout. So probably better to play that, but it's absolutely amazing game series. I would recommend it to anyone. Peak BioWare. That and Dragon Age 1 were peak BioWare. I mean, people may argue, oh, Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale. Probably not Icewind Dale. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, that sort of shtick was peak BioWare. But I genuinely think Mass Effect was like the best BioWare writing had ever been, and like the most supported the BioWare team ever was. Wait, I'm back. What did you ask me? Sorry, Caps. I didn't ask anything. You scuttled away, so I'll let you scuttle into the dark. I was trying to put a rating on this game between 1 and 10, and I easily came out with what number 10 was, but I'm having an issue coming up with what number 1, like the worst game I've ever played, was. Because I've played so many games, and like, I'm trying not to think of like obscure Flash game I played back in 2005 that I played for 5 minutes and didn't like. Like I want a real game that I played, put time and effort into, and came out the other side and said, this is not good. I mean, what game thingy RPG? About ARPGs? I was asking myself, I guess, just in general, like, the ARPG market really has any sort of competition right now because it seems like Diablo 4 and Path of Exile are the only two on the market. I know Grim Dawn came out a while ago, and that one's supposedly really, really good. So sorry to make you rush back for a question that definitely was not directed at you, but thanks for coming back.
Guess I can help move.
I appreciate it. It's 16-16. What do we got here? 30-19. Probably not going to be better. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Farewell, hero.
That must be what I'm looking for.
All right, let's grab this obelisk.
One.
Here comes all the freaking things out at me. Hey chat, remind me next time we see a normal bow that I need it for my escape ability. Okay. Sorry, I think my brain just broke. No worries, buddy. Go get some sleep. I will catch you on the flip side, my friend. I'm just trying to finish this map up before I head off for dinner and evening shenanigans. Okay, well, I know what the last one is, so I'm just going to explore this last little bit real quick before we move on to the boss. Alright, couple more baddies. Can't use the term baddie anymore. Doesn't mean the same thing. You Gen Z people destroyed my lingo. Can't say goon either. You guys destroyed that one. I thought this game is re-rolling. New leagues all the time. Death and hardcore. It's the whole point. That's fair. You don't play a hardcore character to retire it, right? You play a hardcore character to eventually die in a blaze of glory. And if you go out in a good blaze of glory, then that feels good. Like, that is a reward in and of itself. But if you just kind of steamroll or something, that's never fun. Playing hardcore vanilla World of Warcraft has also kind of given me a new perspective on how much I enjoy, like, the emerging gameplay that can come from a hardcore character that you might not get from another type of character. Bro, I'm gonna need you to straight up not do that. Ow. Come on, Rust King, what do you got? About to get another freeze off on him. We can hit him before his freeze starts going down. Thank you. Okay. Ow. Oh shit. That one was coming right for me. He's stunned. I'm gonna be able to get him here. Nice. Easy. Okay. So, any of this good? This one might be. The scrolls. I do have a rank 3 uncut gem. Let's see. What do we want to take?
Using Armor Breaker repeatedly against enemies will.
No, we don't want that.
Infernal Cry puts a debuff on enemies that makes them explode when they die.
Interesting.
It also increases the damage of your next attack.
Interesting.
The more enemies around you, the larger
Next
the
melee attack. Never mind. I don't care about
Shockwave
that.
Totem. Shield Charge is best used for stunning a small group of armor.
What we need to do is get a bow and take this. So we're gonna wait for that.
Let's never give up a fight.
Okay.
I expect
Well,
no less.
I want to thank everybody for hanging out today. We Dead, Modus, Modded. Thanks everybody for stopping in and saying hey. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to leave. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get some dinner and retire to my evening activities. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Since this character didn't die, we'll be back playing more tomorrow. Bye, friends.